Welcome back to the Journey of the Abandoned House, episode 14. This week we're going to talk about some floor framing that we ripped out, some wall framing that was quite tricky to figure out, and some more ceiling issues that caused a pretty significant drop, and how we're going to fix it. So, let's get to it. So this wall here is going to be the master bedroom back wall. And part of it is original to me. Some of it's part of it was original to the original build. And then the rest was this montage of other people messing with it. So what I've done to try to figure out some sort of a straight line, because there's not a single corner of this house that is plumb square and level. So I have to find a way to make a straight line. Easiest way was to do the old string line scenario. And if you saw the little short that I did, you'll see how to do that. So what I've done, hit the string line, and then I started removing studs and adding studs as I went. This is where the doorway is going to be for the master bedroom. We've got a header here. Now typically on an interior frame, I wouldn't necessarily put headers in, but for this one, because of the floor system that's above that was abandoned, I went ahead and put this in because it took a fair bit of pressure to manipulate those two top plates up there. Not only did I have to jack this up, but I also had to put a come along on the far side and pull those two top plates over so that I could create this straight line again. And that was done. I had to modify the footing underneath here to accept the distance of travel for the studs. And then we extended the wall going that way in front of the laundry room, and we can show you that. Another project we had to work on is that because we're opening up this whole area, there's a girder that runs the length of the building from behind Nick to the other side of the building. And by removing different studs and different walls, we started seeing other studs starting to bow, especially when the snow load started hitting. So I went ahead and located where the girder was, jacked it up and supported it with this temporarily until the timbers show up for us to put our timber frame in. So that's done. This is going to be the door opening to the laundry room, and we're going to put a half bath in this space as well. So as you enter to here will be the toilet and sink and then the laundry machines. And then right here is going to be the wall. It goes from there all the way towards the kitchen. And this will be the entranceway to the back bedroom. And then this will be a bathroom here. In here, as we ripped through the floor levels or layers, we had a layer of Luan, then linoleum, and then the original hardwood. And because the hardwood was sandwiched underneath that linoleum, the linoleum will trap moisture. And it degraded the original hardwood. So we had to rip all that out. And we're going to save a few planks to hopefully patch into some other sections. But for most of it, it's going to be trash. And Nick's been diligently working on that project. And then we have a layer of sheathing on the far corner that I'll probably have to show you a little trick on how to sink all that so we can get an even plane through there. But that'll be most likely next week. And then the big project that we've been working on is this giant void. This original corner was what was called a cure porch. And if you want to know what that is, throw a little comment down below and let me know, and we'll go through all that. Or if you happen to know, throw a comment down below and share your wealth of knowledge with everybody else. But what happens is these cure porches were designed to shed water. And so the far rim, all the way across, is lower than the foundation that's here. So when you put the flooring in, she just dips right out. Someone tried to correct this in the past, and let's just say they missed the mark. So we ripped out everything they did, and then went to the original deck boards. They weren't in great shape, ripped all that out. And if I'm gonna go to that extent, I might as well just reframe it correctly and make it a much stiffer floor and level. So that's what we're gonna do. In order to do that, we had to do long tapered rips to extend the height of the sill. Can you see that? And so from that far side, it's about 4 1/4 inches down to 2 5/8, and then back up to about 3 5/8, and then back down to 3. So I went ahead and put all those in, and now we have a parallel line for us to hit our joists across, and so it'd be nice and level and no messing around. We can get that done relatively quickly. And that'll be the first thing we tackle on Monday, providing we don't get weathered out again. So, with that all said, if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hammer that like button, and we'll see you next week.